Alright guys, here's a stream. We were gonna have some more people, but I couldn't find them on Discord, so yeah. Andrew here actually. Godzilla gave me the script though, so it's fine. And we're joined by your boy.
What's up? ACC.
Yeah.
Study for a test.
Yeah. This guy's channel is literally like on the side banner of my channel, so I don't think I need to link it. Just click my channel here. Oh wait, that's bad. Whatever. Just click it, and then it'll be in the actual gods section. There you go. Pretty simple, pretty easy. So today is gonna be a more chill stream. We're gonna debunk this guy VNJ Reviews again, because he's spreading misinformation, okay, and it's bad. So before we actually get started, I'm just gonna go over some comments. Okay, this guy, Danai LXD, Clash Royale, Clash of Clans, and Mas. So I guess this guy's Spanish or something. He's probably Spanish. He has one video and somehow has 8 subscribers. That makes a lot of sense. Doesn't upload and somehow people subscribe for that. Okay. Not meaning to bash you, man, but that doesn't make much sense. So he says, oh, in the video he said it's not a linear scale, but in the video they said the God scale is not a linear scale. Okay, so if the God scale is an inverse cube scale, like they keep saying, and that, like we were trying to debunk the whole time, that would mean if you cube each of the numbers, it becomes linear. The fact that it isn't linear and it's still an exponential scale means it's not inverse cubed. It's inverse cube plus. It's more than inverse cubes. It's even inverse 3.5, inverse 4 maybe. So that's what I was trying to get out the whole time. This guy apparently can't understand that. And he's literally changed, like, okay, let's say it wasn't a linear scale, right? So the God scale isn't a linear scale. The scale he makes is not a linear scale. Oh, he's like, oh, the God scale is cube. Well, what's the scale that you just made? The one where Goku's a 200 and Beerus is 1,000. What's the scale of that? Is that also an inverse scale? He doesn't tell us anything. Is that right? Did I miss anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, that's true, right? Like,
yes, it is true.
Yeah, the scale makes no sense. If you're making a chart, if it's a chart, it should be linear. And if it's like, oh, it's not a linear chart, the God scale isn't linear, then transform it into a linear scale. I can do that. We can do that, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
so Ritual God's a 1. And then after absorbing God, he's at 400 in Super Saiyan 3. And then we know that it's pretty simple to make that scale. Well, we won't go through it because it'll take a while to explain. So yeah, you guys can read the whole comment if you want. It's on the previous stream video now. So it's inverse X. That's what we're trying to say here. And here, okay, so in his newest video, he basically talks about Saiyan Beyond God. You know, the thing that's completely accurate and basically confirmed at this point, that Goku absorbed God into base form. He decides that he wants to debunk that, okay? So I'll fill you in on this because this guy's too lazy to actually watch the video.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically he's like, oh, people say Goku got a multiplier after he lost the God form, and that's false. It's like, oh, the God form was not absorbed into base form, it was absorbed into Super Saiyan form. And then it's like, oh, okay, cool, that's still at least an 8 times increase, because Super Saiyan 3 exists. And then he's like, oh, you know, they bring up this punch where, you know how Goku punched the thing that Beerus attacked with while in base form? Remember that? Right?
Say that again.
Okay, you know how Goku went into base form, and then Beerus did the attack, and Goku canceled the attack in just his base form?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, isn't that evidence of him absorbing God into base?
Oh, that's second person. Wait, what's first person?
What?
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm studying for a lay test.
Okay.
And I was like, I forgot what was first person and second person point of view.
How'd you forget that? Second person is like you, first person is I.
No.
Yeah.
Second person is I, like I am.
No, that's first person. Second person is like you are. And then third person is like he is.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, second person, right? Simple. Alright, so this guy's like, oh, multipliers are instantaneous. It's like, are you sure about that? It's like, Goku's status power was rising. He was like, oh, the Super Saiyan is about the same as God. He literally says that himself. So he literally debunks himself. He's like, yeah, the Super Saiyan's the same as the God. That means Super Saiyan 3 would be 8 times God. But he's like, oh, no, it's slightly stronger. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
No.
Alright, and then he goes on to say, this is funny right here, okay? He says that Goku deflecting the attack in base form is not an example of a power increase, but rather an example of him, and I quote, maxing out, because he faints after he does it. How ridiculous is that?
I don't understand how he got to that, though. Like, why, though? Why is he maxing out? He could have turned Super Saiyan.
Yeah, like, okay, Goku's deteriorated base form. No, he got so strong that his base form was as strong as Super Saiyan. It's not him maxing out. Sure, he might have maxed out on top of that. But, okay, let's think like 20 years ago. We got Goku versus Vegeta on Earth. And Vegeta's about to Galactic gun the Earth, right? and then Goku pushes it back with his Kamehameha. And then the max he can do is Kaioken times 4. He's using a technique that specifically increases your power, and all he can do is times 4. Now he can just do times 50 without using any technique at all?
You know?
And
what is the limit for Kaioken?
I don't think there is one. It's like how much your body can handle. Okay, so
you know, now that I think about that, how could, like, you know, the immortal Zamasu?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, both confusing. How could he ever lose, right? If he actually took time to learn every skill Goku has,
yeah,
or, like, just learn the Kaioken, he can't lose. Kaioken times like 1 million.
Yeah, and you're immortal. Yeah, that's a good hack. But story. Okay, so I talked to him about this. I say in this comment, like, maxing out. Are you saying Goku can beat Frieza? He's like, he nullified when he had no energy left. We are reporting what happened. What happened is he got a power increase, not that he maxed out. And it's like, okay, he did max out, but he also got stronger. Maxing out does not give you 50 times. And he's like, Frieza's strength is greater than Blue in Golden. I'm like, no, mate. I'm talking to on Namek. By your logic, Goku maxing out in base form with like Kaioken times 2 should have one-shotted Frieza on Namek. No, he should have done it regardless because Frieza was at 50%. Piccolo would have one-shotted Frieza on Namek. Friggin' Krillin would have one-shotted Nappa if you could just 50 times. That doesn't make any sense what you're saying. It's a power increase, not like a temporary maxing out. It's a permanent power increase. Alright? Do you think I'm right on this one?
Yes, you are right.
Yeah. And the original video we made, it got like 8 dislikes probably from his supporters. Okay,
Whoa.
and this guy, okay, no offense, man, but this guy's favorite power scalers and Chuck and Seth, and he likes this guy. Like, that's like saying I love pineapples on pizza, and I also agree with people who say that pineapples shouldn't be on pizza. Like, that's what you're saying. You're literally contradicting yourself. But it's like, oh yeah. I want to see like where you stand, but since you have no content on your channel, I can't.
Who's White Fluffy Bunny? Do you know him?
I think he's in my class. Yeah. Okay. Let's get to the what happened to the video? I was just, God damn it. Okay. Is it in notice? Fuck. Okay. Where the god did it go? Okay. Let's just go to debunk and then let's find him from here.
Who's watching your stream right now?
Literally nobody. Like, it's so dumb. The other stream got views. Okay, so this one, then we click on his channel. I'm giving him views to make this, okay? This hurts me. Well, we need to stop the spread of misinformation in the community. He's actually dumb. Okay? No, I don't want to be offensive, but your skill is bad.
Profile picture is just me flexing.
Okay. Alright, and I'm like, and then this guy, Pappy the Harpy, he's like, yeah, your scale sucks. And it's like, yeah, we need to stop the spread of misinformation, and then you're just using headcanon. So, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say as well. So, this scale sucks. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get at. This scale is absolute trash. Are you watching this stream, or is this actually somebody?
I just left.
Alright, okay. Alright, so let's keep talking about this. Okay, so then let's just finish up this ad real quick. Hey, it's an ad. I'm literally showing your ad. Don't you dare strike me for showing your advertisement. Literally, the point is to advertise. Okay, there you go. Real Canadian Superstore. Okay, so let's skip ahead the video because somehow he talks about this for 30 minutes. Like, okay, so this guy is so dumb. Okay, I swear to God this will make you laugh. Okay, so he says that he uses the pre-ritual, so like just at the start of Super, before the God ritual, base, Super Saiyan 2, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? So he uses that, and he uses the difference between those characters. And then later in the video, alright, and he uses this misleading number chart, like putting 200 at the bottom just to make it look better. So basically, he puts base Goku at the level of God. So that's accurate, right? And then for Super Saiyan, instead of making it 50 times base Goku, it's instead like, it is instead the difference of base to Super Saiyan from before the ritual. So it's basically no increase whatsoever. Right, are you understanding this, mate?
Yes.
So basically, he takes the difference between base Goku and Super Saiyan Goku from, let's just say, the Buu Saga, because it's very similar to the Buu Saga. And then he's like, okay, base Goku is God level, ritual God level. And then the difference between current base Goku and current Super Saiyan Goku is the same as the Buu Saga. And considering Buu Saga is insignificant to God Goku, the difference in power is literally insignificant. This is pathetic. This is actually pathetic. I don't know how we've reached a level where people are saying this is good. You make no sense, man. Okay, here's a direct exemplified debunk of this, okay? we're gonna give a specific example of this. Okay, Daniel, give an example of the difference between Super Saiyan Goku and base Goku in Super.
50% or like 50 times increase?
No, like give an actual fight example where Goku going Super Saiyan made that difference.
Let's think.
How about recently in the Tournament of Power?
Oh yeah, against like Khalifa or Kefla.
Yeah. So base Goku was like able to handle Caulifla using his hacks abilities, but then Caulifla used her power, which is plot, to massively amp herself up, right? And then she was completely whooping base Goku, and then Goku goes Super Saiyan and instantly wrecks her and begins to match her Super Saiyan 2. Right, like at the beginning, yeah, his skill in base form is capable. But then it's like, oh wait, base Goku's already stronger than Caulifla. But then Caulifla just gets amped so much that she gets stronger than that. And Goku easily surpasses that with Super Saiyan while not trying. You can tell he's not trying as much as he was before. And then he's like, oh, it's not just a power increase. He says it's like, it's also.
I'll call you back later, okay?
What?
I have to take a dump.
Just stay on the call, all right? You're being bad. Just stay on. We're live streaming. You know this, right?
Okay, I'll stay on, but I won't call you back. I'll be like silent.
Just talk if you want, okay? Okay.
I'm going to the washroom.
So.
I'm not bringing my laptop.
You're using your laptop?
Yeah.
No, just bring your laptop to the washroom. That's gonna be funny. It's gonna be almost 1% as funny as this guy's logic. Alright, I guess you left. Okay, so well, until he gets back, I guess I'll have to be doing this on my own. So he basically says, okay, if the difference is so minuscule, it's slight power boost, like 1%, minuscule. Much greater speed. Much greater. It's not like he literally ties everything together. No, man. Much greater speed. That speed increase, it's so much more significant than the power increase. It's not just a key increase. No, man. It's completely different than that. That's how he's stronger. It's not like grass pulling and making the multiplier way too low. Not man. It's that speed increase and that key control. It's not like Super Saiyan sucks at controlling. Nah, man. It got more control. Oh, awareness? You got better awareness? Oh, that's never been stated at all? That's never been shown in the story? Nah, man. He got that better awareness. Reaction speed, it's not like that's linked to everything else based off key. Nah, it's completely different, and it's increased a crap ton because of Super Saiyan, man. Because Super Saiyan's so cool. This guy's dumb. This is all key. Remember how Birder said he was the fastest creature in the universe or something like that? Something along those lines? And it's like, oh, Ginyu's power level is higher than you, so his speed is also higher. That's how it works in Dragon Ball, because ki is everything put together. That's what ki is. Right? So, if your strength is minusculely stronger, your speed is also minusculely stronger. Unless it's like Ultra Super Saiyan, so grade 3. But the thing with grade 3 is that you seem to get heavier. Like, you can tell, like, their mass has increased. Like, they get way bulkier, they get way bigger, so it makes sense their speed decreases. Even if their power level increases by 4 times, okay, they'd be 4 times faster, but their inertia is increased by, say, 10 times, well, then they'd be slower than they were before because their mass is increased. That makes sense, right? Something heavier moves more slowly than something lighter, at least adaptively. So if you suddenly gain 1,000 pounds, yeah, you're gonna move slower. Even if your key is increased. That just makes sense. Alright? And then I want to do this point when Daniel gets back, but there's a lot of time to stall here. So this guy, what he says is that God Goku was stated to be faster than Super Saiyan Blue Goku by Whis. It's like, oh, that's why he's using it. Even though his own scan freaking debunks him. Like, let's find that scan real quick. Okay, he's like, look at this scan. Okay, read it. It consumes less stamina than Blue. That's why he's using God instead of Blue. It consumes less stamina. It does not say he's faster than Blue, though he might be lighter. He is not faster than Blue. He is faster than Super Saiyan, as in this thing, not the Blue form. I don't get how that's confusing to you. I don't know why this guy cannot comprehend that. I guess he just can't comprehend the difference between Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan Blue. I guess he thinks it's the same form. I don't know, man. He's a low tier debater. So who knows what's inside this guy's brain? For all we know, he thinks that he thinks that the freaking changing an inverse scale to another inverse scale solves the problem, and he doesn't have to explain the second inverse scale. Like, I mean, we're dealing with someone at this level. We're not dealing with someone high tier here. We're dealing with a low tier debater. I think I'm playing 2 Garnets. Which one do we discard? B? Sure. Yeah, I'm sort of stalling for time here until Daniel gets back. I'm pretty sure I'm playing 2 Garnets in this build, just to not brick. Yes, okay, we are. Good. So, like, he's one of those people that doesn't know how to read, right? Sorry if I'm being a bit harsh to this guy. You might be a fan of him, but again, it's part of our job as a community to stop the spread of misinformation and educate people as to how the Dragon Ball verse works. That is our duty as a community. We are the Dragon Ball community, so we must be Dragon Ball-like, and we must debunk what is wrong for what is right. Alright? So yeah, I'm in the camp that this is completely wrong, and I have good proof that he has things that are easily debunked. Alright, so now it's like, okay, is the concept of his scale itself wrong? And yes, it is a very wrong concept. In the scale, its context is completely wrong. Not context, its content is completely wrong, and it's a bad scale, guys. You guys should understand that it's a bad scale, and if you don't understand that, well, just think about it this way. He has the audacity to turn a non-lineal God scale, an inverse scale, to another inverse scale. That's what this guy is doing. And it's wrong. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot, but I mean, I think I'm making some pretty good points here. All right. I think this guy's pretty much wrong when it comes to what he's saying. Okay, so this guy's back. Alright, so this guy is one of those people that think Super Saiyan God is faster than Super Saiyan Blue. Because of this guy legit thinks that Super Saiyan God is faster than Blue because of
which guy?
The guy we're debunking.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because we stated that Super Saiyan God was faster than Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Okay, so we say that Super Saiyan God was faster than Super Saiyan, and it's like, and it increases your power bit, but it's weaker than Blue, but then it doesn't cost as much stamina.
Yeah, he says absolutely nothing about God being faster than Blue. He says it consumes less stamina than Blue, making it like more sustainable. Alright, does this thing float? Let's just banish it real quick. There we go. You're gone. Alright, so now let's debunk his main skill after we've debunked that monstrosity, that crap. Okay, so looking at his main skill, because he keeps updating it. Alright, in this scale, okay, here it says, this is power scaling, not power levels. It is not linear, meaning the power rises drastically on the chart as you go up. That means not linear means like a difference of, say, 200 would be a difference of many times, okay? That's what it means, at least in my eyes, so. Yeah, so he's basically saying that the difference between Vegito and Beerus is equal to Kaioken times 20 and Blue. So Vegito is about 20 times stronger than Beerus. That's what it suggests if it's not linear. Unless, of course, it is linear, which you're still wrong about, but it would be better than what it is right now. It'd be a lot better than what it is right now, because right now it makes so much less sense than that, actually. Let's attach to B a copy of C. Counting your ABCs in Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, ABCOP. ABCOP. Alright, so let's completely shit on this scale real quick. Okay. So God Goku is 216. Again, if it was an inverse cube scale, it should become a linear scale. But considering this says that it's not, we'll just assume that this is another inverse scale because he doesn't elaborate on what kind of scale this one is. He just says this thing is inverse cube, which is wrong, but let's just assume he's right. We're just assuming he's right here. We're giving him the benefit of the doubt. No, we're just giving him a straight up advantage. We're just going to say he is accurate. And we're going to say he's inaccurate, but even when he's accurate, it doesn't make sense as to debunk it. Okay, so on this scale, the difference between Blue Goku and God Goku is about 300 points. So that would imply that the 300 point difference is like a 20,000 times difference because that's how significant it is. And then the 200 point difference is only 20. There's already a problem. Let's just say this guy is not referring to Ritual God, and he's referring to God, and that's 50, and that one's 20, so it would make a bit more sense. So in his scale, base Vegito is stronger than Kaioken times 20. Does that make sense? Would you say that makes sense? Oi moi.
What?
In this scale, base Vegito is stronger than Kaioken times 20. Would that be accurate? He also never accounts for training. Actually, May, answer the question.
Oh, what? Sorry.
He says base Vegito is stronger than Kaioken times 20. Is that accurate? It might be. I'm not sure. Okay, let's just ignore that real quick. Okay, so let's say if this were a linear scale, the difference between base Vegito and Blue Vegito would make sense. It'd be like no, actually it wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense. So let's just say this is an exponential scale again. So this is about 300, and this is over 400. So I guess the blue multiplier for Vegito is increased. This makes a lot of sense, am I right? So it says this is an exponential scale. Well, it says it's not linear, but it says like rises drastically. That would imply exponential. So basically in this one, God to blue is 300, but then base Vegito to blue Vegito is like 400.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. If it were linear, it should be over double. If it were exponential, it should be still 300, but it's not. And also on his scale, Vegito is stronger than Ultra Instinct.
That makes sense. Vegito's stronger than Ultra Instinct.
No, like blue Vegito.
Is stronger than Ultra Instinct, right?
Yeah, on his scale by like quite a large amount actually.
Okay, I don't believe it's a larger amount, but then I believe it's pretty close.
It's like 70, I think. No, but here's the thing, like, you know how...
你干啥你？都9点半了。
我录像呢。
我不管。
Alright, so, what was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh yeah, okay, so, you know how Beerus wasn't even scared of Astro Zamasu? Which was stretching through multiple timelines? But then, like, Belmont is like, oh, I'm weaker than Jiren. So that would imply that Jiren is even stronger than a God of Destruction. And Vegito would not stand a candle to Astro Zamasu. And then, like, okay, the Super Spirit Bomb scared Vermont, and Vermont knows Jiren is stronger than him. That means Super Spirit Bomb above Vermont. And then Ultra Instinct is stronger than that, so Ultra Instinct should be far superior to Vegito.
I don't think just because he's scared, I don't think it'd be stronger. I think it was just like he was scared of how a mortal other than Jiren could like rival his power.
Alright, maybe, I guess. But then Beerus was also freaking out at Jiren. Alright, so overall, this scale is terrible. He's like, oh, look at how perfectly Vegito lines up with Beerus. It's totally not like we're changing everything else to make it line up like that. Alright, so it's been like 30 minutes and literally no one's watching, so we'll make a part 3 of this eventually. That's gonna be all for today, guys. Take care, y'all. Goodbye.